Yo, what up guys, it's Zeyoh here and I'm back with another video. Now in this one I'm going to be teaching you guys how to win more games in Fortnite, specifically solo games. And a lot of you guys have been asking me how to not get nervous late in the game, so I'm going to be really focusing on that. I'm going to give you guys a bunch of different tips and tricks on what you could do to not get nervous or to get less nervous overall. Because when you get nervous, you automatically play worse, no matter who you are. It just happens. Like, no matter what you do, you are automatically worse at the game when you're nervous. So the main goal for you guys would be not to get nervous. Anyway, we're gonna get more into that later in this video. For now, I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of tips for the early game of Fortnite. Now we're able to pick up that quick kill, and we're gonna keep on moving, try and get a different angle on this guy. So, at the start of the match, of course, my what button is my shotgun on? Yeah, so anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by this guy, I highly recommend you land on a gun at first, depending on the town you're at. If you're not able to get a gun though, obviously you're going to have to land into a house. Now, while looting the house that you're in, you want to make sure you're hitting the one-shot items, so the furniture, you know, the beds, the chairs, everything like that. They're going to break in one hit, and they give you about 5 to 10 wood per hit. So it's a good way to get materials. That way, in case someone pushes you early, you're not completely helpless coming out your building and you have some sort of mats to fight. Now, after you got a little bit of materials, you got a couple guns from your house, you want to mainly be focusing on staying on top of roofs. The reason for this is you don't really need to build because you can use the roof as cover. Also, you have high ground right off the start. You're able to shoot down on people. Plus, it gives you more field of view. You know, you could look over the whole town. Basically, you can see everything. You get third party pretty much every fight, and anyone pushing you, you got pretty much good clean shots on them where they're actually able to get up to you. Now, while these guys are fighting, I'm taking the time to actually loot a little bit just because I really need to find some shotgun bullets. But another thing you want to really focus on is like right hand advantage in houses and use your right hand peek. Now, you don't want to just hold D, shoot, and then A. Gonna be really slow, or right left on Xbox. You want to like peek out and then you want to turn like this and hold W and A, or forward and to the left. That way when you shoot, you actually get behind cover a lot quicker than just moving straight side to side. Another thing you guys want to do is be moving around a lot. You want to be really hard to track. Okay, so your opponent is not going to know where you're at if you're moving around a lot. Switch heights, you know, go up and down, left and right. You know, pop out, jump off the side, try to pump them from the side, stuff like that. It's going to be really hard to track you and hard for your opponent to get any sort of shots on you if he doesn't know where you are. And you're going to get a lot of free shots. Like, for example, say someone ramped over me like this. I was ramping up here, he ramped over me. Jump out to the side and shoot the guy in the back because he's not really going to be expecting that too much. Whereas most people would probably, you know, jump up and ramp out to the sides. Now, guys, I also want to make this announcement really fast. If you didn't know, I stream here on YouTube every Monday through Friday, every weekday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I usually stream longer than that, but that's just like my general schedule. So I'm going to be switching over to Twitch from now on for my live streams. I will still be posting videos, of course, all the time, but all my live streams are going to be over on Twitch from now on. So the link will be in the description, or you could go on Twitch and just look up Zeyoh. Also, guys, if you're not using my creator code, go ahead and go to the Fortnite item shop and use code ZeyohYT. I would greatly appreciate that. Now, at this point, guys, you want to make sure you have enough time to get into the zone. You don't want to take fights if you're outside the zone and, like, you have a really far run, because then you're probably just going to die on your way, or you're going to take a ton of damage and be super low health by the time you do make it in. Another really good tip I could say to do is whenever you see a player, push him every time. Unless you're in a really bad spot, like really low health, you don't have heals, no mats, something like that. Other than that, you want to always be pushing people you see, and obviously not when you're in the storm. The reason for this is you're not going to get better if you don't take fights. So even if you lose fights, you know, it's still a learning experience, and it's going to help you get better. You want to be pushing these guys, getting in more fights, learning how to play against these players better. Because camping and running is not going to get you better. You are never going to get any good at the game unless you push people. So the more people you push, the faster you can get better. I hear a guy behind me. I don't know where that went. As you see, this guy tried to go out the side. Luckily for me, I heard him and I saw him. But that was a really good use of movement on his part. Unfortunately, I did happen to see him and hear him. But that was a good example of how movement can help you get free shots. Because he almost got a free shot on the side of me. But make sure, that's what I was talking about when I was saying move around a lot. And try not to be too predictable. Because a good player is going to be able to really predict your movements if you're standing still, staying stationary, or just barely moving around at all. Also, another really good tip is, if you're in an AR battle, you know, don't just stand here and shoot, or crouch and shoot, or move just to one side. You're going to be shooting and moving left, right, crouching, uncrouching, stuff like that. That way, you're going to be a really hard target to hit. And the other guy probably isn't going to be doing the same thing. And he's going to be a lot easier to hit. So you're probably going to win the fight. As long as you have relatively decent aim. Another thing is, guys, in shotgun battles, a lot of people like to jump and shoot for some reason. I recommend not jumping and shooting. Because if you ever see, when you jump, you can't really switch directions in the air too well. So what I like to do when people jump, I just predict their movement. I saw he was trying to spray me with the SMG. I knew I'd get that second pump off before he killed me. But that was probably a bad decision on my part, so I recommend building in that situation. But I have so much heals, it doesn't really matter. But like I was saying, when players jump, you can see where they're going to land. So instead of trying to flick up to them and shoot them with your shotgun, literally just move your crosshair to the right or left, depending on which direction they're jumping. And put it where they're going to land. That way, when they land, you can literally just shoot. You don't even have to aim. And you get an easy shot on them. Or if you do have to aim at all, it's a very slight movement. You know what I'm saying? Rather than trying to flick up at them like this. So in shotgun shots, also, I recommend you shoot, you crouch, you move to the side, stuff like that. Also recommend trying to go to their left side because it's a lot harder to move. Especially if you're really close. It's hard to aim at a guy that's going to the left. Because your body kind of blocks it, and plus, obviously, you know, right hand peek, it applies too when you're very close to someone. Alright, so again, watching out for that zone. As we can see how far the zone is, and I wasn't paying attention. I got too carried away talking, so I'm going to be rotating to the zone as fast as I possibly can, just running straight towards it. Now, I need to make sure, do not fight people in this situation. This is what I was talking about, guys. See how far I am, and I only have 30 seconds to get there before the zone starts moving. If I take any fights, I am going to get hit with storm damage. Okay, so make sure you're not taking fights. And then you got to waste all your heals, waste a bunch of mats. By the time you get into the storm, you probably aren't going to have many mats. You're going to be out of healing, or you could even die to the storm. So I recommend just do not fight anybody in situations like this. It's not smart at all. And unfortunately, players will push you in this situation and get you killed, which is very unfortunate, but it does happen. You know, by not being too smart, you can not only hurt the other guy, but you can hurt yourself as well. If a guy does push me, let's say, and manages to kill me, now I'm a little bit closer. But say I was back here, even if he killed me, you know, he could be low health and die to the storm right away, or he would die trying to make it there. You know what I'm saying? So don't fight people out in the storm. Another really good thing is map awareness, guys. You want to be really aware of the map and know where everything is. Like, hold on. Oh, my aim right now, wow. Anyway, like I was saying, good map awareness. That way you know where cannons are, where the geysers are, quads, hoverboards, stuff like that. in case you're in a sticky situation outside the zone. You could quickly rotate to one of these things and use them to get around the map. Now I'm going to use it just to find people. If you're a really aggressive player, you can also use it to find people. But the main reason for knowing where these are is so that you don't die to the storm. Or if you're in a bad spot in a fight with a player, you can get away from them pretty easily. Why can't I hit this guy? I'm a bot, bro. I don't know what's going on right now, dude. My aim needs some work at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm aiming at. It's not going well. Alright, so this guy's pushing me. You want to make sure if you get low, always heal up. Don't try to fight the guy on low health. And if you see a guy sniping at you or trying to third party you in any type of way, you're going to make sure you're cutting him off from shooting you. Now, a lot of players now build up in the sky for absolutely no reason when they don't even know what they're doing. As you see, this guy, and now, oh, I think he had glider redeploy. Yes, he did. So I highly recommend knockdown players that just want to build up into the sky. Now, oh geez, the third parties. Oh, he's so lucky. I want to make sure I heal up here. We'll get a chance here in a second. But yeah. Nowadays, people build up way too high for no reason. And I can't tell you the amount of kills I've gotten just from knocking down builds of players that just do 90s, 500 feet in the air. Also, when you knock down the build, even if you don't kill the guy, you're able to actually regain high ground very easily. Alright, that guy got sniped. Make sure the same doesn't happen to us. I'm going to be very careful right here. But we're going to push towards him because obviously it's a lot harder to snipe someone when they're close to you. So we're going to get close. Get a sneaky jump shot. And we jump to the opposite side of him. It's really hard to aim straight down, guys. So if someone's above you with a balloon like that, just jump around straight below them. Try to get straight under them. They're not really going to be able to aim at you. Nice, easy kill. Alright, so now this is probably where you guys are going to start really getting nervous. Top 5 for any of those that do get nervous. Now, my tips here are basically, 1, play the game more. Like I said earlier, the more wins and stuff you get, the less nervous you're going to be. And as I said before, if you are nervous, you automatically play worse. No matter what's going through your head. Trust me. Doesn't matter who you are. You play worse. Even if you think you don't. I guarantee it. So, what you want to do, basically, when you see yourself getting nervous or you feel yourself getting nervous, you want to be thinking in your head. You need to concentrate on this as best you can. Tell yourself. Be like, look, don't get nervous. If you get nervous, the only thing it's going to do is make you play worse. So there's no point in getting nervous. Don't get nervous. You need to drill this in your head. And just tell yourself, do not get nervous. It's going to make me play worse. I'm going to have bad decisions. You know, it's just a game. You know, if I die, nothing bad's going to happen. You know, this isn't going to automatically not make you nervous somehow. No. But if you keep drilling this into your head, it's going to help you not get nervous a lot faster. Like, let's say it takes you 100 games of playing and getting to top 10 100 times before you're not nervous, right? Now, if you follow what I just said and drill it into your head every game, every time you get nervous, you drill that into your head, it may only take you 50 games until you're not nervous anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, you really want to be drilling it into your head, and it's going to reduce the amount of time it takes until you don't get nervous. But like I said, it all comes with experience. Because I know my very first win on PUBG, you know, I felt my heart beating so fast. It was like beating out of my chest when I was in the top 2. Just one other guy left, me and this one dude. I remember the zone was super small. I was like laying down in a field, and my heart was pounding. Like, it really felt like it was going to come out of my chest. I was so nervous. But, you know, then, after a few more games, I got used to it. I wasn't nervous anymore. What just happened there? yeah, I wasn't nervous anymore, and I started getting a lot more wins. So that's really the only thing you could do, guys. There's not too many tips for not getting nervous, except playing a lot, telling yourself don't be nervous as much as you possibly can, and that's going to just increase the speed for how long it takes. Even in Fortnite, at the very start of the game, I used to get a little bit nervous when I first played back in Season 1, and I would be in the top couple people. Especially because I would play with my friends a lot back then, and we didn't win too much. I'm getting third-partied, so I need to be careful. I heard the guy drop behind me. Get a quick at it. Okay, that was a good shot. I missed my shots. Fortunately, I don't want to get sniped by this guy, so that's why I'm really not being super aggressive or pushing straight out on him. I just really don't want to get shot down. But what I'm gonna do is knock him off the high ground. Or at least attempt to right here. I think he dropped, yes. So once he drops, we're actually gonna edit out here and gain high ground on him. I want to keep protecting our left side, of course. This guy must have glider redeploy or something. I'm not too sure. Alright, so we're gonna... When you're on the last one or two guys, you don't always need to rush every single person, because right there, if I rush that guy, this dude was just gonna keep sniping at me, because that's all players do nowadays, is just strictly snipe. They will sit there and snipe at you for literally 20 minutes straight and sit on a hill. I don't understand why. It's not fun, in my opinion, but that's what people do. So if you're in a situation like that, honestly, just disengage, stop fighting, because even if I did manage to kill that guy, this guy was probably going to hit me with a few shots while fighting, or some snipes or something. I'd probably be pretty low on health, or he could have got a lucky headshot and insta-killed me. Whereas if I pushed this guy, obviously that guy was going to shoot me in the back. So again, towards the end, you really want to be playing a lot smarter and thinking about your decisions, because the zone is so small. Everyone knows where you're at. It's not like you're in a big zone and it's hard to get third-partied or something. It's so easy to get third-partied and stuff like that in the end game. So just make sure you're being cautious, and yeah, try and rotate to the next zone as early as you can if possible. And if you have launch pads like this, you could take advantage and get high ground, like on this hotel right here. And now I have a very good advantage over this guy. I don't know where his buddy is, but I want to try and destroy the launch pad. I'm going to try and destroy this one as well before that guy snipes me. And now neither one of them can get up to me. So I'm just going to build for height here. Unfortunately, this guy just wants to keep sniping. There's not much you could do here. I do not want to get hit with some dumb snipe, so this guy might be trying to snipe me as well. He died to the storm. This guy is rotating. We could just pretty much spray down on him. Not much he could do here. He did manage to make it into the house, which was really good on his part, but it's going to be a little tough here, especially because I have another launch pad that I'm going to use to just retake high ground again. And the reason I'm not going all the way up there is because it's going to be a little bit harder to get an angle on him, whereas right here is a little bit easier. If he wants to just push up like that, we're going to build right over top of him, just denying him high ground. Don't let the guy get high ground over you no matter what at the end. Now we're just going to stay right above him because I'm pretty low on mats. I can't do much building at this point. But what I can do here is try and get a wall replaced. And there we go. Like I said, just playing smart, we easily win the game. You know, there's not much to it, guys. Just end game, play really smart. Like I said, getting nervous is just going to come with practice and time. But you can reduce the amount of time it takes by drilling that in your head. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I tried my best to explain as many things as I possibly could during this. So I really hope it helps you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what types of videos you guys want to see. I want to make more content for you guys. I want to try posting even more every single day. But I need some video ideas. And I want to know what you guys want to see. You know, I don't want to waste time making videos you don't really want to watch. So tell me what you guys want to see. Leave it in the comments down below. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.